Hi, I want to present to you the SOAP Taxes extension for Business Central. It is based on some of our customers' requirements for taxes. In Denmark we have a lot of different exercise taxes like sugar tax, like wine tax, like a lot of other taxes, and they are often based on sales. So what we have created here is a system where you easily can click in and find a tax calculation that are based on your sales. And I've already created one for 2024 for wine taxes. I'll show you the setup a little bit later. And now I can print a tax list so that I can see how much tax am I going to pay. I only had one sale. This is based on sales, so I only had one sales. It was an invoice for this item number, this customer number, and you can here see what the tax will be in Danish kroner. It will always be your own reporting currency, so that's it. So to get to here, I need to set up the system first, and it's very easy. I have three things that I need to do. I need to have a general configuration that tells me what types of taxes do I want to work with. Then I need to set up customers, and I need to set up items that are taxed. So first of all, I do the general setup. I click and I search for tax types. Tax types is the type of taxes, and I have already created three different. It could be anything else: packaging tax, sugar taxes, and wine taxes. If I want one more, I could simply just click new and then write another tax like this, and short description, and enabled. That's it. Close. I have now decided that I want to calculate another tax type. I click here, and for each tax type we have different tax classes. So for example, again I have to give you an example. In Denmark, when we have wine taxes, we have three different classes. We have low alcohol percentage, we pay a little amount per liter. Then we have middle alcohol percentage, we have high alcohol percentage. And for high, we pay a high amount per liter that we are selling to our customers. So I have, for example, set up this wine tax. I have decided that the unit type that we are reporting in is L for liter, and the tax type is a wine tax. So I need to set this up for all taxes that I want to report. Now, sometimes things are getting more and more expensive, so therefore I need to be able to add a start period and an end period and what the rate would be. So I click rates here, and you can see I've already created one for tax class wine 1. It is for 2024 and the price is 4 kroner and 61. I could also say 7 kroner, it doesn't matter. I could then also create another one for wine 1, and I could say 00. If, for example, I know that the taxes will change 1st of January 2025 to 7.5, for example. So now when I calculate a tax payment, then it takes into consideration where in what period has the sales been going on. So if it's wine taxes, then I have three classes, and I need to do this for all three classes, setting the tax type, setting the unit type, and then enable it, and then set the rates. When that is done, then the general configuration is finished. Now I need to set up customers that will cause a tax payment. So if they buy a tax product, then these customers will cause that I have to pay a tax. So I click sales, I click customers, then I take this customer here, for example, like this, and then I have a tax set up here under home, click, and I can say, okay, if I sell something to them and I sell a product that are taxed, then I have to pay wine tax, and I have to do that in this period. I could imagine that this is something that would be set just for a long period, because either a customer pays tax or not. but it could, we have added this start date and end date because it could be a new tax. So if, for example, we get a new tax starting from 2025, then we must say that the start date is 1st of January 2025, so that we don't calculate taxes backwards. This customer, it could also be that they are going to pay another tax. Oh, sorry, that's my mistake here. And it could also be that this customer are going to pay sugar taxes, whatever. So, as you can see, then a customer can actually, they're not paying, that was a mistake, but they can cause that we are going to pay different types of taxes. That's it. So now I've set up the customers. I just need to set up the products, and it's a little bit more complicated, but not that much. So I click items here, and I take this one, and then I click on tax setup. I can say that this product will cause a wine tax. This product is a class 1 wine. It has been that from 1st of January, it will be that until 2040, it doesn't matter. The reporting unit is taken, it's a read-only field, but it's taken from the setup. It's a liter, we report this in liters. And then we have the sales unit of measure. This is interesting. I put that to pieces, that's the Danish word for pieces. And I said 0.75. So each time I sell one piece of this product, then I have to calculate 0.75 liter of the tax. So if wine 1 tax rate is 10 kroner per liter, then every time I sell one of these, then I have to pay 7.5 Danish kroner or euros, depending on the currency, in tax. The reason why we have the sales unit of measure here is that I tell that the 0.75 is linked to the pieces or STK sales unit of measure. So if I sell a box where I have 6 pieces in, then it can calculate that it will actually be 6 multiplied with 0.75 multiplied with the rate, the tax that I need to pay. This product could also cause, that we are going to pay sugar taxes or whatever it is. I can choose this, and I can simply just continue as much as I want. This could, for example, be that it also sticks, and it could be 11, 12 kroner, it doesn't matter. So, I'm finished. I've set up the taxes for this product, and now I have actually set up my system. I set up the general, what taxes do I pay and what classes do we have for each tax and what are the rates in what period. I set up what customers that causes a tax payment and what items that are causing a tax payment. So now I can simply just go in and find a customer. Yeah, and I can do a new document. I can do a sales invoice like this. I can go down here and write this. That was the product. I think I'm not 100% sure. I will sell 20 of them. That's it. I will click post. I don't want to see it, and that's it. So now I have some sales, everything is set up, and now I want to calculate my wine taxes. So I click tax calculation. Yeah, and I decide I want to do wine 2024. This could, for example, be 001 as version 1. Wine 2024, I just write the same. Start period and end period for the sales and credit memos that are going into the calculation. This is a wine tax that I want to do, and now I create a new tax calculation. You can see that lines generated here is not checked, and number of lines are 0. So I click on tax actions and I click generate lines, and what happens now is that lines generated, and I have 2 lines where there are taxes included, 2 sales lines. Now this Wine 2024 version 001 is read-only. I can't change that anymore. So now I can only go in and look. So I click text section, print text list, preview and close. And now I have my nice text report here where I can see the lines, customer numbers and item numbers, and how much tax here that I need to pay. So in total I need to pay 157.5. I only have 1 wine tax class here, that's the low alcohol percent, therefore the totals are the same. But this is the report that I'm after. I have the quantity, I have the amount, and I have the how much I need to pay to the government. So that's it. So what happens if I have a mistake? Well, often I will start to click on text section, show lines, and then I have 2 lines here and I can see is everything okay, and then suddenly I realize I'm missing a product or a customer is there that should not be there, and then I can go in and change these base data, and then I can do another tax calculation. I can never change the one above. It's read only now, but I can create in version 2, for example. And this is really nice because then you actually can see if there is any changes, and you have a read-only documentation for the Danish government or the UK government or whatever if they want to see how you have calculated your taxes. Click generate lines here, and then I have a new version. It's 2 lines. I didn't change anything, so I have the same calculation many times. That's it. That's our tax system.